Healthy Rebel Radio is sponsored by the Healthy Rebel app. 300 plus secretly healthy, delicious, mouth-watering dessert and treat recipes made with all-natural, whole food ingredients. Now available for download on the App Store and Google Play. Find out more details at healthyrebel.com.
Welcome to Healthy Rebel Radio. I'm your host, Dr. David Dazzler. I'm here with my Damien Health Healthy Rebel co-founder, Amy Lane. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm great, thank you.
We've got our big update today.
Sure.
Sure. How far along are you now?
21 weeks.
21 weeks. And you're still doing, obviously, vegan pregnancy.
Yeah.
You're not making dramatic changes, really.
No.
And how are things going, like, in general? Second trimester has been a bit different.
Yeah, I mean, like, there's things in pregnancy. It's all about perspective in my point of view. Because, I mean, every day I could talk about all the things that are going on that's, like, so weird. But putting it into perspective compared to what was going on the first trimester, I mean, this is, like, gliding on water. I'm just so elated that I don't, like, with the first trimester, I just, from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to bed and all through my sleep, basically, I was just queasy. And it was a constant battle to not throw up, to find something to eat, and to not beat myself up for feeling sick for, like, months on end.
It wasn't a fun time.
Well, no, it was just really hard. It was really hard psychologically for me because I had no energy. Like, I wanted to be physically in bed and everything was grossing me out. Everything was making me nauseous. And then I had this guilt of, oh my God, like, I'm not eating enough vegetables. What's going on? Like, because I couldn't get them down.
Right.
You know, so it was really challenging for me.
Because it changed your lifestyle. I mean, you had been doing the same thing for such a long time, and then all of a sudden everything was thrown off.
All of a sudden I had to just kind of lay in bed at certain times. I had to eat just plain carbohydrates.
Yeah, I suppose the naps in the afternoon, that wasn't a part of your life ever.
No, and sometimes I wouldn't be able to fall asleep because I was beating myself up so much about it. But I would just lay there because I was just so sick. I couldn't smell anything. I couldn't look at anything. It was just like a real thing. So I remember we went to a meeting and I was dressed up and I remember just sitting there and the person was talking and I remember the whole time just thinking, swallow, 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 like nodding my head, like trying to, but I was thinking was swallow.
Yeah.
Because it was like just trying, my glands were starting and I was just like, it's just a horrible feeling.
Yeah.
And anyone that has had it can relate to it because it's just so out of control. Like, there's just nothing you can do. You can just do your best and then...
you're just constantly talking about surrendering.
Yeah, and that's what I had to do. I had to just keep, this is the process. It will not last forever. I just have to let it go.
Right.
And it threw me too because my sister and I, one of my sisters, were very similar and she's a decade older than me. So it's kind of like she does things in life first and I kind of get to see how my life is going to go in certain ways because we always pretend we're twins that were born 10 years apart. And she didn't have, like, she was just mean. That was it. Like, she didn't have any physical negative. Like, she didn't skip a beat.
Right.
And that was for the full 9 months. So I didn't see this nausea thing coming.
No.
I thought I would just be mean.
You just be mean. That's how it works. When you get pregnant, you just get mean.
Well, we knew right away.
Right.
Because she was just such a bubbly, nice person. And then all of a sudden, she was just mean. And we were like...
She was just nasty.
Wait a second.
Something's changed here.
Yeah. And it was only for a couple months. And it was actually very funny because it was so off her personality. But, yeah, that's the only thing, like, that happened with her.
Yeah.
You know? So... I didn't see it coming. But, I mean, people have way worse things happen.
Oh, my gosh.
And I'm not being dramatic about it. I'm just talking about my experience. Like,
no, overall, your experience has been pretty great.
I mean, Dave was running around telling people I was doing awesome. And I would just, like, cringe every time. Because I'm like... Part of me, I don't like going into negative things in public, obviously, but I'm like, does he not know that I'm suffering? And I'm very bad at verbalizing negative things, so it's not really his fault.
You didn't verbalize really anything. I knew you were nauseous a bit, but I didn't think it was...
Yeah, that was
a problem.
That was your biggest fear. You're like, if something's wrong, I'm scared you're not going to say.
Yeah.
Because I do shut down and, like, kind of try to figure things out by myself.
Right.
But I didn't ever feel scared.
And in public, I'm not going to go up to someone and be like, oh, she's miserable.
She is
hates.
No. It's just, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So anyway, the second trimester.
Well, it's been, 6 or 7 weeks? Now we're in week 21.
And I feel full of energy. My workouts are back up. My eating is back to mainly vegetables and fruits. I just don't feel, like, once in a while, like last week we were talking about something and all of a sudden I felt sick, but, like, it's more funny to me now.
Yeah,
because
and it's more of a rush, too.
It's more of the rush, like, I'll strike you down, oh my gosh, I think I'm going to vomit, compared to just feeling like you're on a boat and everything grosses you out and you're going to just, like, it was just so uncomfortable being
I think it had something to do with the context of the conversation, too, because sometimes I can just go on about something that's inappropriate at the time. And
it made me
really
actually sick. And
yeah.
you're like, are you going to throw up? And I was like, yes.
Stop talking about whatever you're talking about right now. Stop.
You're making me want to vomit. It really... So, I mean, but it's just, like, so much better.
It's so much better.
And I am shocked that I actually, like, I finally feel like I look pregnant. I mean, people still aren't on the street saying you're pregnant.
No.
But it's obvious to us.
Mm-hmm.
And it just feels so much more comfortable to me because I felt for, like, except for the last couple weeks, for, like, 4 plus months.
15, 16 weeks, yeah.
I just looked what I call fluffy. I just looked a little,
it's the fluffy
little
stage.
extra love of me to love. Just a little,
yeah.
Fluff. And I mean, that was in combination with a couple of things. A, I was eating just carbohydrates. B, I'm retaining water like a...
Yeah.
Because I was, like, super hormonal. But, like, also the hormonal changes. I was so bloated and I just did not look pregnant.
No.
And everyone kept saying, give us pictures. But I knew if I shared a picture, then everyone's like, oh, you're not big at all. Or, oh, you don't look pregnant. And I mean, like, people are so judgmental. Like, the majority of people are loving, but there's this fleet of people that can just really hurt you when you're vulnerable. And they say really inappropriate things. So I just wanted to block that out. And the best way for me to do that is just wait until I actually had something to show. Mm-hmm. So I'm shocked that I actually love the feeling.
This has been the biggest change that I've seen in you. It's this mental emotional shift where you just start saying things like, oh my God, I feel like this is an incredible process. I love my body. I can't believe this is happening. Like, what has been that mental shift for you? What are you actually feeling inside?
I just feel like I have a whole new respect for my body. Like, I feel like, I don't know, I just have a whole new appreciation for it. It's
quite shocking. I mean, the fact that this is possible, I mean...
It's all just really... I mean, and it all comes back to, from my personal experience of everything good that's ever happened in my life. I've struggled, what I call struggle, but, like, I guess just worked so friggin' hard towards that this happening in such a natural, beautiful way for us is just... There's, like, this awe factor and this amazement. But I'm really shocked by my own behavior that I really enjoy physically being pregnant. I find my belly sometimes comical. I find it empowering. Like, I'm not upset about it at all, which I find really surprising for me because I went through, weight loss and, like, I had such a struggle to get to this certain place. But thank God this happened now after I did all this healing, because I think this would trigger a lot for me if not.
Oh, definitely.
But yeah,
just the way you see yourself, the way you see your body. I mean, it's obviously, this is the absolute perfect time for you to be going through this.
I guess so.
Doing this. Yeah, my gosh. Let's go through some of the things. We did the write-up, the update for midway 20-21 weeks.
Yeah, we'll add a link.
We'll add a link, under the show here to the actual article, but let's go through some of the things that, people normally update at this stage.
Well, we were going to do our gender reveal on right now.
Oh, yeah.
In this episode. I will handle this. I don't want you to say anything, because I don't want you to say anything that...
No, it's all good.
I just don't want you to say anything. We had a really strange experience at our ultrasound, and not in the way of, like, that there was anything wrong or that it was just made really uncomfortable by the person administering the ultrasound. And if I can just give you an idea of what it felt like, is if you've ever crossed the border and when you're coming off the plane and you go through customs and the person like that won't, when you give your passport and you're like feeling great and you're like, hey, like, here's my passport, and they're like, won't smile at you, won't talk to you, and then kind of treat you like you're a criminal and you don't know why, like they're trying to give a shakedown. That's how I felt at my ultrasound.
The ultrasound shakedown.
It was really weird, and unfortunately we just didn't have someone that meshed with our personalities, which happens, and that's great. So anyway, we were supposed to be able to give our gender, but it's going to be a couple more days, which is fine, and we'll talk about it more from there.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
We'll get some more information regarding the gender of this child.
Yeah.
And then we'll share it at that point.
Right.
The first point for the actual things we want to cover about being 21 weeks pregnant. I mean, number one is diet.
Yeah.
You're still doing the vegan diet. What is your diet like currently?
So I always like to put in, just to put it out there, because there's always someone that likes to pick at me, I'm using the word diet as the collective sum of all the foods I consume. I'm not on a quote-unquote what the media has changed the word into. Yeah. So I use the word diet for the rest of time. I hope that everyone can just understand it is the original meaning of what diet means. We all have a diet. It's whatever we're eating.
The things I'm putting in my face.
That's what it is. And mine's classified best as a whole food, high raw vegan diet. So right now, the food, I'm pretty much back to how I was before I was really sick in the first trimester. So I'm just eating, the most of what I'm eating is vegetables, followed by fruits, then beans, legumes, whole grains, seeds, healthy carbohydrates, and then some fats at the bottom. That would be
nice.
Yeah. So
just really well rounded.
Yeah. So for breakfast, I'm having a lot of fruits with say a healthy carbohydrate and some hemp seeds or a protein powder. I'm still using the Sun Warrior protein powder on rotation. Then for mid-morning snack, I'm having either I'll make a fresh fruit ice cream, which I can link recipes on the blog, or one of my big green smoothies, huge. I make a liter when I drink it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't restrict myself at all. So if I'm hungry, then I go for fruit and vegetables first. For lunch, I've been having, I have been having soups, which will change because now it's hotter, but I've been doing, either a butternut squash base or a tomato base and just adding everything I can. So whatever vegetables I have on hand, then I'll add in, quinoa, beans, legumes, whatever I'm in the mood for. And then a lot of the times I'll actually roast kale chips because I like them crunchy, or roasted chickpeas. And at the very end, I'll put those on top of the soup, and it's like croutons. Mm. I love it. It just made my mouth water.
That was a big one.
And then afternoon snack has been pretty consistently hummus and vegetables. And I don't limit my vegetables. And right now, I don't limit hummus consumption. Mm-hmm. And then for supper, I've been doing a lot of, again, huge hummus platters or huge roast veggie platters for us.
Oh, they're awesome.
And I just call it the kitchen sink way of eating right now, because whatever vegetables and whatever we're in the mood for, I'll just chop them up and either slow roast them in the oven, or I'll just chop them up and put them on a giant platter and then make a great big thing of hummus, and we'll have lettuce wraps and all kinds of different things.
Oh, it's the best. I love the feeling of feeling full.
Me too.
And with this meal, you can literally push it right till you're at that point.
And a couple times a week, I'll throw in with the supper meal. I'll do either a falafels to put in the wraps, or I'll do a grilled temp. Dave isn't big on it, but I like it. Just things like that, and I can link those recipes as well that I use. And really, I've just been keeping it simple and keeping it clean, like I always used to.
Mm-hmm. The keys to this platter, I mean, people might be interested in this because it is such an easy thing to do, and it's really satisfying. Usually lettuce wraps, right?
Yeah, well, I have a broken down post about it.
Oh, great.
So we do the lettuce wraps, we call it, but honestly, it's just you chop the end off, wash romaine leaves. Yeah. you know, and then I take everything. I take everything from bell peppers to hot peppers to pickles to cucumber to cauliflower, broccoli, sliced apple. Sometimes I'll chop up some dates to put in, you know.
Yeah, this week we had some dates. We had some olives.
A little thing of hemp seeds. Like, whatever looks good in the produce, I grab it and we just toss it.
And then a ton of homemade hummus.
Right, and it usually lasts, if I make a huge platter, it usually lasts a couple days for us, so that's huge too.
Lunch and supper, yeah.
Because that's the thing that people feel, you know, there's not enough time for natural foods. Make more every time you're making it. Like, when I make soup, I make it for an army. When I make hummus platters, I make it for an army, and it's just 2 of us. Yeah. And we always have leftovers, you know, and then I'll use the hummus. Say I'm running, you know, or I'm just like starving and I need something right now. I'll make like a big salad with maybe some roasted kale chips on top or some roasted chickpeas on top, and then for salad dressing, I'll take a 1/4 cup of hummus.
Yeah.
You know, and
easy.
It's so good, like, and it's so
filling.
easy, so easy. So yeah, that's what I've been doing with treats and stuff. People are always interested in that type of thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, what have you been craving? Like, I know that there has been a few things, but I mean, you haven't really gone off the rails.
No, I'm not using this as an excuse to. I mean, my perspective is I just want to be healthy, and I don't want to cause any more work for myself than has to be done after in recovery.
Yeah.
And I don't want to do anything that isn't really helping the baby, really. So, for the last 5 months, I can count on my hand the treats I've actually had. For 4 months, I was totally turned off chocolate, so that wasn't even an issue.
No.
But I have had cocoa since. So what I have had over the span of 5 months, this isn't just, this is the 5 months.
This isn't what you had last night.
No.
I may have.
Yeah, Dave may have, but not me. I've had...
you have the weirdest cravings. I mean, I have to say, you have the weirdest cravings. If you look at this post and you read through this, you'll see things like tomato soup, fresh fruit.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Hummus.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I will clarify here.
Okay. Please clarify. So people are going to be like, this bee.
Yeah. Okay. So I have been craving ice cream. So obviously I don't eat dairy, and when I crave it, it's usually like just randomly mid-afternoon I'm working.
Yeah, right.
And I have rules.
You're not going to run down and grab it.
No, but I have rules for myself. I never have a treat by myself, and I would never go out and get a treat by myself and then consume it.
But I do.
And I never have.
No, I don't know how you don't.
That's a rule I have for myself. So what I do have is in my freezer, I always have frozen strawberries, frozen banana, and frozen mango. So I just toss that all in the food processor. Sometimes I'll do it with some coconut cream, and or a little cashew butter. And I put a little vanilla extract, and I like putting stevia because I like it a little sweet. And then I squeeze a lemon, blend it. I mean, I love it.
Delicious.
And I can have a lot of it, and it's satisfying, and it's cooling, and that's what I've been having. So that's my ice cream I've been having. I've been craving, not bread, but bready things. Mm-hmm. So
is it more toast or is it more sandwiches? Like, what is it?
No, it's just like that carby feeling that you get. And at the beginning of, I had to eat toast, which is so strange for me because I hadn't in years. But I stopped eating toast because I no longer needed it for not being sick. So I kind of now moved to roasted chickpeas, are heavily in rotation because I find those very carby and very just like croutons. So I have those in a salad probably once a day.
Yeah, I mean, and also whenever you're craving carbs, it's just you just go right for the roasted chickpeas.
I do.
The easiest thing.
It is. I go for roasted chickpeas, or if I'm going for a major treat, I will like if you and I are having a treat, I have like a couple times had sweet potato chips,
those are good,
and plantain chips.
Yes,
those are two things that I do enjoy. Those are, yummy. So,
oh my gosh, they're so good. We had these sriracha plantain chips last week.
Yeah, they're good.
Delicious. But your cravings, I mean, this is a very small category of what you've been eating. I mean, the most things you've been craving, very odd. Fresh fruit.
Fresh fruit is the main thing I've been craving.
You've been craving tomato a bit, right?
Yeah, I was craving just tomato. Then I went hard on tomato soup, and I was eating it every single day.
Every meal.
I was just obsessed with it, and I would just get, there's a low sodium, organic, non-GMO, vegan container.
All the things, yeah.
All the good things container, and I would just buy it to save myself some hassle. And I would just add things to it, like quinoa and veggies, and sometimes beans and lentils, and sometimes roasted chickpeas and kale chips, because I love that.
Yeah, put them all in one.
Yeah, I like it.
It's great.
You just add them last, so they're still crunchy.
Okay.
But yeah, fresh fruit's been the main one. Tomato soup, and then hummus. I've been having hummus every single day.
Nice. In
some form.
Yeah, I mean, and your workouts have really gone back to normal. With a few exceptions.
Yeah, so I'm back to... my cardio is definitely not as intense, and I'm fine with it. So my cardio consists of long walks, hikes, and the elliptical.
Yeah.
And on average, I'm doing about an hour a day of cardio. So I'm either...
Maybe more some days. I mean, okay, average,
yeah, because I do hikes. Yeah. So if I go do a hike, like on the average of a week...
walking, yeah.
Yeah, like if I do a long walk or hike, I'm usually gone like an hour and a half or 2 hours. And that's nothing for me. But if I'm just on the elliptical doing an intense put up the resistance, I'm only doing 30 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I find my heart rate gets up so easily. And I'm at a place where I want to obviously be healthy, be fit, but I don't want to cause any strain or stress.
No, and you're trying to prevent diastasis recti too, the separation of the abdominal muscles.
I am, and the reason that's on my radar is my sister did have a couple issues, and again, we are very similar people. So, I mean, there are things you just can't like, if your body's prone to certain things, it's going to happen, whatever, but you can make things easier on yourself. So there are things I've cut out. So I'm no longer doing overhead weight exercises. Everything is shoulders and down. Like, I don't lift any higher than that. I'm still doing shoulder raises and front raises.
Yeah, you're just not going beyond 90 degrees.
Right, exactly. I'm not doing any heavy weights. I'm doing lighter, high reps. That's just where I'm comfortable. I'm still doing all my body weights. Like, I do squats nonstop. The all-day workout still in effect.
The idea here is you want to maintain the same intensity, the same frequency of workout. You want to maintain your muscle mass.
But you don't want to do anything that causes, because and the other thing that to keep in mind is no matter what I'm doing and all day, I'm trying to still keep my abs in and keep connected to keeping my core, including my pelvic floor, everything still taut.
Right.
Because what happens is we kind of get lax and we're like pregnant and we let it all go.
Well, the ligaments actually do become lax.
And they are, and that you can't prevent that. But at the same time, you still want to work on keeping those muscles taut and staying in form and attention. So form is really important while you're working out. I'm also not doing anything parallel to the floor.
Right, on your back.
No, front facing.
Actually parallel.
Yeah, because that makes your abs loose.
Okay.
And you can't really, it's harder to, like, in plank, doing push-ups,
yeah, I mean,
because
you're going to have gravity resistance as well.
So I just cut that all out, because I've read that can be contraindicative or aggravating.
Right.
And then, of course, you can't do anything on your back anyway, so that's all out. Doing, like I said, a lot of squats, lunges, all that kind of stuff is just making sure that you're focused, because the other thing you have to be careful of is you are more clumsy when you're pregnant, and your ligaments are lax, so you are more prone to injury. Right. So it's not the time to start something new. It's not the time to, challenge yourself beyond what you're used to.
Right.
It's just not the time.
Well, I think you've got a pretty good plan going. I mean, you've done all the research too. I mean, you seem to be on it.
I'm trying. I mean, I'm not a pregnancy fitness expert, and I don't pretend to be. You
look great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, we should link the photo. It's so funny. Where, like, from the front, you still kind of can't tell.
Yeah, that's
and
awesome.
then as soon as you see me from the side, you're like, what the?
The heck? As your belly grows, it's going to be really funny, because the front, I feel like it's going to be the same, especially in the black outfit. It's going to look very similar, and then when you turn to the side, it's going to be way out.
It's game on.
Game on.
Yeah. I mean, my focus is just health, and, like, I've completely surrendered to whatever my body has to do. It's just I'm doing my best, and then I'm letting it go.
Yeah.
It's not a time to obsess about your weight. It's not a time to obsess about your figure.
It's about being healthy.
And that's the humor's really helped me.
Yeah.
Especially with, like, in the first trimester, I found you have a week where your belly's, like, hard and you look pregnant, then you have a week where it just looks like you're a fatty.
Right.
And it's like, that, I had to find it funny.
Yeah.
Because what else? Because with me, before I even knew I was pregnant, my breast tissue started, I started gaining fat on my boobs and gaining fat on my belly.
Yeah.
Like, and I wasn't doing anything different. I was probably eating less.
No, and you have this photo of yourself from Christmas Day where it's like you're just super lean.
Well, it's so funny because for Christmas, I gave myself abs. And it was this private joke between my husband and my sister. And it was like, I'm getting abs for Christmas. I'm getting abs for Christmas. And then I have this picture of me brushing my teeth. And it's a very uncomplimentary photo of me. But my waist is like 23 inches in the mirror. And it's just like tight and tiny. And it was literally 2 days before I got pregnant. So I was just used to being lean, and then all of a sudden the water and the fat just like, the water on your arms just starts collecting. Like, I'm still lean, but it's just like there's nothing I can do.
Right.
So you have to find humor in it.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
It's all good. I mean, it's a miracle.
It really is.
In
this trimester, you haven't changed your supplementation very much. It's pretty much the same.
No, the only thing is I just have to remember to take... I've moved my multivitamins around the house trying to find the best place to...
You've got bottles in every corner.
Because I do find I'm so forgetful.
Right.
And I find it... I get really annoyed with myself because it's not my personality. I'm very task-oriented. I'm very, like, if something...
And really good at taking supplements.
I mean, I'm good at getting whatever done I'm going to say I'm going to get done. And I just keep forgetting things, like, huge things. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is real.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I've been moving my supplements around the house, and something that has helped is I put my supplements in my bathroom beside my contact case, beside my body butter.
Okay.
Because my body butter, I'm using like...
You won't forget the body butter. So if you put the
Vanity will push you until health pulls you.
That's right. We gotta stay moisturized. Number one.
And my lip balm, because my lips are so dry that they feel like they're going to fall off. So if I just keep all those things connected, then I will get those things done. Honestly, they have to do that.
Moisturize head to toe and take some multivitamins.
That's what I do.
Nice.
I put my lip balm on, moisturize head to toe, take those supplements, and I'm good. So.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. The next category is things you've actually bought for pregnancy and that you're loving so far.
Yeah, so you can read more about this on the blog, but I will just put I'll just say a little something.
Yeah, you've got one thing you really love, these pants.
It's so... Okay. So...
You're obsessed with these pants.
Okay.
It's great.
Okay.
I'm excited as well. I'm thrilled for the pants.
So 2 things that are just have to be a foundational thing in my life is good workout pants and good workout sneakers. Those are like...
Oh, yeah.
Because, I mean, I spend 2 hours at least a day of my life every single day, and then more time on the weekends just out there getting fit, doing my thing.
Just doing your thing.
So I just had my regular workout pants, and it just started to feel uncomfortable, and I started to realize I think I'm the type of person that would like the full belly panel. A lot of people don't like that, and if you don't like that, regular workout pants, you just pull them down a bit. Mm-hmm. And if I was comfortable with that, I could still wear mine. But I didn't like the feeling. I felt like I had a belly and then my pants
Your
were
belly
under.
was hanging over.
Yeah, I didn't like the... So anyway, I went on this hunt for the perfect over the belly workout pant. So I purchased a pair from H&M, which were crop, a pair from Old Navy. So the H&M ones were $14. Old Navy was like $33, which crop compression workout pants they're called. Maternity, everything. I got a pair of full-length workout pants, which are just really tight, but can be used for everything. They're called the BDA, before, during, and after, from Belly Bandit. And then another pair from Motherhood. Maternity.
Okay.
So, the Motherhood, Maternity, and the Belly Bandit ones were expensive. And... they're not really workout pants. You will be able to, like, do low impact workouts, but you're not going to be able to, like, and I find both really big on me, and they're both extra small. Okay. But I will grow into them, obviously.
Yeah, it might be better in the next trimester.
So I think I'll really enjoy those as I go. But again, they're not going to be for anything high impact. I think they're really good for, like, around the house with a long t-shirt and, like, a plaid shirt around my waist. The Belly Bandit ones are super comfortable. I really like them. And they feel really good, like, around the stomach, and you can fold them down. Like, I have mine folded in half right now because they won't stay up. They're kind of baggy, but I really like those. But the shocking thing was the purchase from Old Navy, because for first of all, don't shop at Old Navy.
It's not your jam.
I personally don't like things from Old Navy. And so I read online that they have these surprisingly great workout pants, and I was like, well, I'll try it out. Went there, ended up getting like 40% off these pants, and I didn't expect wonders because they were $30, 40% off. Best thing I've bought so far.
Amazing.
They are thick real workout pants.
That's awesome.
You don't have to put something around your waist. Like everything is like smooth. You can't see through anything. They're high. The high,
like really high
waist, which I love because it makes me just feel like everything's like safe, and like also that's a thing, like it makes me feel like my abs are supported, like I'm conscious of holding my situation together. Anyway, they're the best purchase I've made.
Nice.
And the $14 ones from H&M, I really like those for around the house. They're not, again, those are kind of sheer and they're light, so they're really nice for summer, and they're nice for like doing errands and that kind of thing. And I'll probably buy another pair of those just for breezing around.
Right.
But these workout pants, like, I'm going to double down on them as soon as I can find them. They're hard to find. That's the only thing.
Oh, yeah. I think they're selling out.
So, these ones from Old Navy, I'm telling you,
wow.
Shocking. Like,
nice.
Best quality you can find, and, like, nowhere near the price of the others. Because all the others are, like, $100 to $120.
Right.
I love them. So, those were the best purchases. That and buying, I just went to Winners and bought a bunch of sports bras because I feel like I just don't have patience for bras right now. There's just a lot going on. And like I'll wear the bras when we have to go out and do nice things, but as soon as I get home I take it off and then I put the sports bra back on, because the other thing is too, you want to make sure that you're wearing your sports bra so you can save any elasticity to your breast tissue that you can. You don't want to, gravity. So
gravity. Science.
Science. So I love those. And the lightweight pajamas. I just got super breezy lightweight pajamas, and that's been a game
Those
changer.
are key.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Now, you've only, like, the next category, you'll see this on the post, is the not so fun stuff.
Yeah.
And this has been just, I didn't know this was coming. I had never heard of this before.
Yeah, I didn't know either. And again, I had my sister, which is just like Mother Nature that rose out of the middle of the earth.
Right, yeah.
She never, the woman never has complained a day in her life about anything pertaining to pregnancy or motherhood, so I didn't know anything negative could even happen. No, I did, but
for sure.
I didn't see this.
We started Googling. Okay, let's go. What has happened for you so far that has been not so fun?
Every single night, I have highly active bridging on nightmare dreams.
Yeah.
So, it's not like terrors, like it's not a horror movie for me, but it's like I have to get something done that's really frustrating that I'm not getting done. It's usually work related.
So your personality.
It's usually my career, and like I'm usually doing something, but it's not perfect enough.
Yeah, and it's not done.
It's not done, and that type of thing. And that's every night, all night long.
Which is like a night terror for you.
Which is a night terror for me. And it's exhausting.
That's no fun. It hasn't been every night, though, has it?
Every night.
Every night?
Every night to different, varying degrees.
Jeez.
Like, even the best sleep I had was the other night, and I still had bad dreams that I couldn't get Oscar. I couldn't find him. Then I found him, and he was smaller than he used to be, and I was worried.
No.
Yeah, like, it was like that thing, you know what I mean? But I dream about saving his life. Like,
yeah.
This is
nothing
that's
new.
what once a week.
This is just amped.
We have issues.
For sure.
Yeah, so that's been not great.
No, that's no fun. And I don't know that there's a solution for that.
No,
it's not like it's not something you look really far into either. There's not much.
I don't care.
Yeah, no.
And it has a lot to do with increasing. Obviously, the hormone levels are different. Your blood volume's different. Things are different.
Blood volume, your blood pressure. You're used to having really low blood pressure.
Yeah.
It's all different.
I usually have such a low resting blood pressure that I'm one of those people that if I get up quick, I'll see stars. So it's come up, like I don't have high at all. It's still considered it's normal now, and that's weird for me. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So even when the other day I was sitting doing my hair and I could see my pulse in my ankle, my wrist, and 2 places in my neck. So
just sitting there watching your body.
I'm like, isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
So my blood volume's up. It's all normal.
Yeah, definitely. The next category, the fun stuff. We talked about this a bit. Your energy's up. You're loving the feeling.
Yeah, I'm really
These are
surprised.
all good things. It's
I'm
incredible.
shockingly calm.
Yeah.
Which I find really surprising.
Me too. No offense.
No offense taken. I don't want us to live in delusions of who I am. I'm a A-type, highly planning. If things aren't going exactly as planned, I tend to get stressed out. Like that's something I work on. And
For sure.
I'm way more relaxed about certain things than you, which is surprising.
I know. It really, for you, it's just been, we need to prep the clothes for when this baby comes for some reason. This is the main thing that has been...
No.
And then, boom, one day you're done.
You're wrong.
Finished.
I was fine. I didn't feel anything. On a Thursday, I said to David, or a Tuesday, I said to David, I just feel like we haven't done anything. And like, if you're on Instagram or if you're on social media, there are people that are like 2 minutes pregnant that are like, got the crib today, got the thing.
Yeah,
so
right.
They were starting to give me anxiety.
Oh, for sure.
Because I'm like, I have nothing. You know.
Yeah.
I'm
not prepared.
Rationally, I understand I have months, but I was like, well, there's something I could go do is because we're doing all gender neutral clothes. We're doing only white, white and gray and black, and that's it. So I thought, well, we should go whatever. And then by Friday when he came home, I was done. I had everything done. So all I have to do is before the baby comes, make sure I wash it all. And I got their little dresser thing ready. I have to get some inserts.
Gosh, I see the list getting longer now.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Outside of this, though, you've been so calm.
But I'm not even going at that with any fever.
Yeah, that's right.
There's no fever. It's just good. Like this fun, I actually want to enjoy some things because the things haven't been so enjoyable. Right? So now that I feel good, it's like I want to do some of the fun stuff. I feel like I deserve it.
Definitely.
Definitely. And if buying the clothes and organizing it feels good to me, I mean, let's face it. Being pregnant, you kind of get cut off from a lot of stuff you like to do.
Oh my gosh, do you ever?
I mean, this time of year, my favorite thing is to like hike in the morning, run the errands in the afternoon, on the weekends, and then by evening, get on one of these gorgeous patios with a view and have some cocktails. Mm-hmm. So...
Yeah.
For
sure.
I have to entertain myself in a whole other way.
Definitely. So, we've got most of I think the clothes is pretty much set. And what else have you done? Oh, you've prepped a few things.
Yeah, I mean, I have a lot of that stuff done. And we did registries. We did one at Amazon and we did one at a local store that is awesome. It's 2 blocks away. So it's easy for us to access and check things out, called Crocodile Baby. So we have 2 registries, and I didn't so much do them as like, oh, I'm going to do these registries and everyone's going to buy for us. I mean, only a couple people in our family have the links, but I did it to be organized, and then we can tick things off. So the way we've kind of thought about it is these next few months, we're going to buy 1 big item per month, get it done. And like what shocked us was this weekend we received things from family we didn't expect off the registry.
So nice.
I was like, it's so grateful because you're preparing in your head, and then like someone just swoops in and gets you something that you need. It's just, I'm so grateful.
It's incredible, yeah.
So we have had that, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah. It'll evolve over the summer.
And we've made changes to our place already.
Oh yeah, we're pretty much set. 3.5 months in advance. Why not? If you have a type A, you need to nurture it.
Yeah, I mean, it's not. I'm not doing it from a fear place. I'm doing it from a like, great. This is actually fun.
Yeah, I'm so happy that you're feeling good and that you're, having fun. You're making life on me so easy. I don't have to do anything at all.
Oh, you're awesome.
It's incredible. That's our update, really. I mean, thank you so much for going through all the things you're doing and what's changed.
Yeah, and thank you to everyone that's like sent the nicest messages, and I just constantly get nice things written on my Instagram and our Facebook community.
So kind.
Those 2 communities, and in the comments here, even on the blog and in the show notes, like, thank you to everybody. I don't ever take for granted kindness or loving words from other people. Like, it carries a lot of weight for me.
For sure.
And I just really appreciate it.
So nice. I'd like to take this opportunity as well to thank everyone for the reviews for the show.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I mean, we had so many reviews last week. It was just such the kindest words.
I know, and I hate having to ask people to do things in specific places because we were getting those kind words as private emails, but we also have to play the game of what makes your radio show reach a higher audience. And
of course,
if we're told this is how it is, we need them to be public. And
so many people have shared how they feel about the show on iTunes and Stitcher,
it's
just been incredible with all the 5-star reviews that we've got. I mean, it's incredible.
And again, we don't take anything like that breezy. Like,
no.
I mean,
We're so grateful.
It felt like our first baby is Damie Healthy Rebel. Yeah. Like, those are our this is our baby. Like, it's our heart and soul. And when people respond to it and enjoy what our life work is, like, I can't explain it. I can't put it into words.
It's so nice.
And
thank you so much for your support.
Thank you.
That's Healthy Rebel Radio for today. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great day.
See you.
Healthy Rebel Radio is presented by the online health and wellness center, DamieHealth.com. Since 2009, Amy Lane has successfully coached thousands of women through her signature program, the Bikini Body Program. Join today to work exclusively with Amy to unveil your greatest yet to be from the inside out. Go to DamieHealth.com for more information.
Thank you for listening to Healthy Rebel Radio. Please connect with us on our community pages on Facebook, Pinterest, and Instagram, all at the handle @DamieHealth. For weekly recipes, articles, and all our episodes straight to your inbox, join our newsletter at DamieHealth.com. You can find all the links discussed in today's episode in the show notes. Thank you for joining us, and see you tomorrow.